YC is here in Anderson at Electric City Brewing, and we're here with Mayor Terence Roberts. He's been talking to us a little bit about business development here in Anderson, some of the things that are that have happened over the last few years, and giving you some advice if you have a small business, you're a small business owner yourself for over 30 years. Thank you so much for having us here today.
Good to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we're going to be talking about some of those tools that are available to people out there. You do great work at 10 at the Top as the chair, but what are some of the other things that are available? I know you guys do something called the Brew on Wednesdays.
Yes, we do. In our economic development department, we felt there was a need to, again, try to help businesses, existing businesses and startups. Mm-hmm. And so our guys came up with, and it was somewhat of a national program, and we narrowed it down to make it work for us. But it basically, if you ever watch Shark Tank, you know, it basically is you coming in and telling us about your business or your potential business, and mm-hmm. telling us maybe the problems that you have or the opportunities that you see. And we'll have some subject matter experts from bankers to marketing people, mm-hmm. and they're trying to answer questions to help people. And I think that's important. I think as a small business owner, sometimes we get caught in our own silos, mm-hmm. and we have to make sure that we're talking out loud to other people that can give us our advice, somewhat like a board of directors type of conversation. Mm-hmm. And I think as a small business owner, it's healthy to throw those things out to people and make sure that what you're doing is going to be the right thing to do.
And it's a great resource to be able to have. If you're starting a small business, you feel like you're, like you say, in a silo, you're working alone. It's good to be able to have people that are in marketing, they're in, you know, maybe legal things,
exactly.
licensing and stuff like that, that you'd rather know that you're doing it wrong at the beginning than you would midway through before mm-hmm. launch. So that's a great thing. I know you also do something called BYOB, and it's not exactly what you think.
It's not. It's more the brew is a morning event, and BYOB is a lunchtime event. Mm-hmm. Bring your own business, and just trying to make sure we keep in front of people. One of the things that I think we were awarded about $1 million a couple of years ago through the federal government to start a shared kitchen. Mm-hmm. And it's our idea that maybe what we can do is take the guy that might be a good cook and trying to figure out how does he get a restaurant, and you start a little bit at a time, or the person who's selling cookies out of their house and they get too big from a DHEC point of view to where they actually need a kitchen and refrigeration and so forth. Mm-hmm. And they'll be able to rent space from the city. And so again, it's just making sure that we take care of our own, small businesses, and maybe pushing those small businesses out so they can start their own business, and we'll just keep the process going.
Excellent resource for them to be able to have that. And obviously the entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well here in Anderson. We're talking about how many businesses we've covered here on the show, yeah. and seeing them grow over the years, you know, from launch all the way to now. Talk a little bit about what's happening here in Anderson, and you know, what are the key elements to make something like that happen?
I think it's you're trying to make sure that you support the people who, for example, this business and just what they're trying to do. And these are local people putting their own money in the game. And just this particular block in itself have a new brewery. We end up with 3 breweries. We've had 17 new businesses start in the Central Business District, mm-hmm. which is exciting. We have, 2 decades ago, when Anderson University students talked about downtown, they thought it was in the mall, and now they come here and they drink coffee and they visit downtown. So, you know, part of it is our city is growing, our region outside the city is growing. New homes are being built, mm-hmm. and we just are attractive right now to people who are looking to move here. And another thing is that the people who live here, they're not moving. So you know, we have to manage that growth, and that's a challenge for a city. Mm-hmm. It's an opportunity for a small business person, because the more people you have, the more opportunities you have.
Absolutely.
So you have to make sure that you balance both of them. because it does a small business owner no good if, for example, it's hard traffic-wise to get to that small business or the infrastructure is not there. So, you know, it's a delicate balance in it.
Well, congratulations on all the successes that has happened here in the Anderson area. I know a lot of that comes from having a person at the helm that understands how that works, and that small business owner lens is definitely helpful. So thank you so much for having us. We'll put all that information for you at our website, yourcarolina.tv, for some of the links that we mentioned. We can also go to our website, andersonscliving.com.